any of it.
Silence! Start playing now. Just the last. You tricked me. Both of you.
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence. Just the last. You tricked me. Both of you.
Didn't plan any of it.
Start playing now.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist. My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes come.
Rather not bick.
This particular Witcher has an inborn intolerance for formal occasions. Yet he's... So try not to take things personally, Master Taylor. Rather pity him. For in truth, stage fright...
As well he should. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud.
Huh. A tradition which...
Sound wistful.
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt. Besides, I've no need...
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my...
Count on it.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the luck.
Mean you suddenly believe the
It's not a question of belief, Sue. Sienna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, sure.
Her plans don't matter now.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? He was the one to...
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about...
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their... Of course,
The letters.
when the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he admitted he'd handed Dettlaff the letters.
All in all, why not check up on...
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's
Promise to be careful.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a...
Guess they could use a spin.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles.
How's business?
Well enough.
Man in the frock.
Why, of course.
If you're about to tell me this information... How'd you get those...
Beggars brought...
Why didn't you tell us this,
You didn't ask about
beggars?
Why...
Just 4? Sure you didn't
I can't count, you know.
remember anything?
What? Oh!
Kid, my patience is... Remember what...
Of course.
Geralt, allow me to ask it, but you must focus now.
Well,
Where's that?
everyone...
Thanks, kid. You must visit the shelter. Look around it. Should be right around here.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth folk bumming about.
Gentlemen, there's no need to...
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to...
Gentlemen,
Either get out, along with these flea-ridden vagabonds. Scram!
The shelter. Them lip...
Look, Ballard. Damn nuisance.
Decent folk, you meant?
Why?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois?
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate...
Not your lucky day.
Not a witcher. I'll break your guts around your spine. All right. I can take a hint.
I thank you so much for your aid.
What did they want?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take... I do not oppose.
What is this?
You could... Because they
Need some information.
the boot black.
Any of your,
Forgive me. Those, you can question them.
Sure, all your...
They're not obliged to come.
Thanks.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These...
Recently, 4 of you...
Does anyone know what's the...
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to make...
You can tell me, Romain.
I got one too.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it to...
It's a matter of importance to the duchy.
But I was to deliver it personally.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest.
All right. Take it.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well, I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Puzzle complete.
Alas, the matter ceased to be.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get obscured the victim's links to Siana. Even as she had those, she just...
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own?
Yes, yes, and yes. All...
Actually, love to...
Praiseworthy, I suppose.
Seems a bit strong.
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her. But I support your lust. Some philosophers think... I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a heart. One way or another. Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. Besides, I vastly prefer the...
So, said straight up.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind. But I admit I could not... She treated Detloff cruelly. Caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No.
Nobbing and... That's Toussaint in a nutshell.
Times are tough. Pay up.
Halt!
Need to see Siana, urgently.
In the matter of?
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time.
Found some information important to her case.
Ah, fine then. You're that...
Promise to be brief.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Detloff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Siana, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? No, she's no longer in danger, true. but she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
Don't know. But you could just ask her instead of sending monsters after her.
There's nothing she could say to change.
Maybe. But there's nothing out there.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the land of 1,000. Ah, with all... Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another.
Farewell, Sienna.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Let's go. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Your face doesn't look... good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel it anymore.
Got some important information.
You are certain?
Completely.
Inconceivable. I must alert my men. Enlarge the I thank you, Witcher. Let's begin the ceremony. In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire.
Yes, your enlightened highness, all. Once the...
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the...
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt.
My dear subjects, we come now, for now we shall award the Order of Viti...
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now,
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a...
Feels like
I trust you shall... In a moment I shall speak. You returned my sister as head of state.
If my presence...
We shall now question a...
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
I'm not a prisoner, free to do as I choose.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, damn it! My darling.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me. She was all I could...
You were children then, you and your sister.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark. And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And never laughed so hard in my life. But when it... It's true. The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights... They cast me out. But you, the only...
That's not true. I searched for you. Since the day you vanished, I'm sorry, dear sister.
All in all, best part...
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness...
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna...
Fascinating. All I can...
Indeed. It might be what...
You decide to go...
Ah, Geralt. Even were I generously to assume it, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolute...
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But
Ah, not a problem.
Thanks. Right.
This moonlight makes me... so...
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
And if I were to add Jimson weed in the last phase, could be true.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all. Damn it, where'd you go? Regis! Damn it, where'd you go? Regis!
Raise your hand against the vampire! You shall die for that!
I did what I had to do!
That renegade!
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint, for a vastly long...
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make... Supreme.
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
No, just not the life for me. But I'd rather keep moving. It's not a choice being a witcher. Besides, plenty of work left for me in the world. Ghouls aren't gonna...
Rather droll, isn't it, that each time we... I can remember a night, not too far from here.
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt.
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you?
Distance is of the essence.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe.
Interesting.
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great...
That we do. Actually, I'd love to go home.
when a horse drops if you ride it with a constant gallop?
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the...
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
What's that smell?
You look good. Calm. Don't just stand there.
What did you bring?
A Garkin from Angren. I slew it. All by my lonesome.
That why you left Carrera so suddenly? Had no idea where you'd gone. Your note was puzzling. Don't try to find me. Threw me for a loop.
That was silly. It's just that I felt... So when I read that notice, the contract, when I saw Angren,
I'm not your nanny. Like my new house?
The house is lovely.
Yeah, got plans for it, don't...
Ah, it's lovely here. I could stay forever.
What's stopping you?
Actually, not a thing.
Indeed you do, mademoiselle.
You've a butler?
A steward. Name's Barnabas Basil. BB for short, though I don't know if he likes it. He's the...
Ah, nothing would make me happy.
Being a witch or anything?
Geralt, I didn't have to imagine anything.
Journeyman and master,
I'm still a long way from master.
Just...
I was thinking...
So, no regret?
Not at all.
Encountered the
Which aspect of...
The hatred.
They set their hounds on me in one village. In another, they forbade...
I'd hoped they'd treat a woman differently.
Geralt, when they treat a woman differently in this world...
Angren, how did...
That's why I had to lure this one to a place both spacious and empty.
Good choice. Always best...
Not as quick as I am. My greater worry was its strength. I was far outclassed there. But a dose of black blood did the trick. Take care of yourself.
See you've taken up. See you later.
Take care of yourself.
A witcher. We could use one around here, full time.
No, Master Liam made Matilda. Something...
dawn to dusk's last light. Then give my wife a good long night.
Pecker it all.
Master Wit!
What is it?
Got your coin, sir.
Thanks, Chanfanelli.
One last thing. Master Witcher, what can I do for you?
Those muscles.
Greetings.
Geralt!
It's nice. Shows a lot of...
Well,
Heard the same from a certain poet.
perhaps you'd care. Given our report,
Why not? It'll make an...
indeed.